Do you feel like pressing the reset button on your parenting this new year? I've got a plan for you. Parenting is such a long job, and we have to get up every day and do it again, and so it's important sometimes to stop and think about what we're doing and how we're doing it and how we can go forward in a more intentional way. So today I'm wanting to talk about intentional parenting. Intentional parenting is the act of thinking about your parenting, making a plan, and following through with small sustainable actions that you can continue over the long term to make your parenting be the way you want it to be. Intentional parenting is not about doing what comes naturally for you and your children necessarily, and it's not necessarily about doing what everyone else is doing. Intentional parenting is about working out what works for you and your family and working out what fits in with your values and then making a plan to make it happen. So today I've got a few tips to help you to be more intentional going forward into the new year in your parenting. My first step for you today is for reflection. I'd like you to think about how parenting is going for you now. In the past, however many months or years, how's your parenting going? What's working? What's going really well? What suits your lifestyle now? What suits your child and you? Celebrate those things. Give yourself a pat on the back. Make sure you keep doing them. It's important to reflect also about things that are not working in your family. Is there a situation that comes up regularly and maybe you're not happy in the way you're handling it with your child, or maybe you're not happy with the way your child's dealing with something? Now's a good time to just reflect and see, how are we handling those things? What could we do differently to make this situation move more positively? Maybe you need to do some more self-care so you have some more patience. Maybe your child needs to be taught some new skills so that they can handle the situation in a different way. It's important also to do your research. If you've got a problem that is beyond the skills that you currently have, perhaps you need to see someone, see a professional for some input, or read a book, or do some research on this issue so that you can parent your child with the skills that they need you to have. The next step in my plan for helping you to be more intentional going into 2020 in your parenting is dreaming. So we've reflected, you've thought about what's working and what's not working in your family. Now is the time to dream. How would you like things to be different? Not necessarily because there's something wrong, but what would you like to happen? What wonderful new thing could you incorporate into your family life this year? It's good to have dreams. Maybe it'll be a big dream and you'll need to take a lot of small steps. But if we don't have the dream, we won't start taking those steps. Things you might like to dream about are how you want your family to be. What would you like your family to be like? Think about your values and ways you can work those values into your daily family life. So now we have dreamt, we've reflected, it's time to simplify. If we're going to work on solving problems and working towards our dreams, there will be some things in your life that no longer fit. Things that are not as important as your dreams, or not as important as working on the skills that you need to solve parenting issues that you've got. Simplifying your life, getting rid of mental clutter or physical clutter in your home, or getting rid of things that you're doing that are taking time away. Maybe it's too much screen time. Simplifying your life is going to help you to have room to work towards these dreams and problem-solving strategies that you're going to have. And lastly, there's going to be things you need to do. You've reflected and you've found things that you want to continue doing. You've reflected and you've found issues that you need to work on and change, and you've got dreams that you want to work towards. What small steps could you incorporate into your life? on a daily basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis that can work towards those things. Make yourself small, achievable goals and find a way to remind yourself to do it. So intentionality. It's about making a plan. It's about reflecting on what is working, what's not working. It's about dreaming about possibilities for your family. It's about getting rid of the things that are in your way that will be stopping you from doing those things. And it's also about making a plan, a simple plan, an actionable plan that you'll be able to work it into your family life. Happy New Year. I hope your parenting is intentional.